Have you ever wondered how some YouTube channels consistently upload simple whiteboard animation videos that rack up hundreds of thousands or even millions of views? At first glance, they look like they took days or even weeks to produce. But what if I told you that with the right AI tools and workflow, you could create the same style of videos in just a few hours, even if you've never animated anything before? The best part is that you don't need to know how to draw, you don't need expensive software, and you definitely don't need a professional production team. Everything we're using in this tutorial is designed to simplify the entire process so you can focus on creating great content instead of getting stuck on technical details. Today, I'm going to walk you through my complete workflow for creating professional whiteboard animation videos from scratch using AI. This is the same workflow I use to turn a simple idea into a fully edited YouTube video. We'll use ChatGPT to research successful channels, come up with fresh video ideas, write engaging scripts, organize the storyboard, and generate detailed visual prompts. If you're interested in building a faceless YouTube channel, or simply want to speed up your content creation process, you're going to love this tutorial. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. I upload practical AI tutorials every week that help you create better videos faster, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Now let's jump right into it. Every successful YouTube video starts with a great idea. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is choosing random topics without checking whether people are actually interested in them. Instead of guessing what might work, it's much smarter to learn from channels that are already successful. Open YouTube and search for creators in the niche you're planning to enter. Whether your focus is finance, business, history, science, motivation, technology, or education, there are already successful channels producing content in that space. Spend a few minutes browsing through their videos and pay attention to the uploads that have attracted the most views. You're not looking to copy anyone's work. Instead, you're studying audience behavior. Notice how they title their videos. Look at the thumbnails they use. Pay attention to the questions they answer and the problems they solve. These small details reveal exactly what viewers are interested in. Once you've found a channel with consistently high-performing videos, copy the YouTube channel link, because that's what we'll use next. Now open ChatGPT and start a new conversation. Paste the YouTube channel link and ask ChatGPT to analyze the channel. Rather than copying the creator's content, ask it to identify the overall content strategy, recurring themes, audience interests, and the style that makes the videos engaging. Within a few moments, ChatGPT can summarize what the channel is doing well and explain why certain topics perform better than others. Now ask ChatGPT to generate 20 completely original video ideas inspired by the audience interests it discovered during the analysis. This is one of my favorite parts of the workflow, because instead of spending hours trying to think of ideas, you instantly receive a list of topics that already have proven audience demand, while still giving you the flexibility to create something unique. Take your time and read through the suggestions carefully. Some ideas may be educational, while others may be entertaining. Some may target beginners, while others are better suited for experienced viewers. Choose the topic that best matches your audience and the type of content you want your channel to become known for. Once you've selected your topic, it's time to create the script. Instead of asking ChatGPT to simply write a script, give it detailed instructions. Tell it that you want a YouTube script with a powerful hook that captures attention within the first few seconds. Ask for smooth transitions, simple explanations, curiosity throughout the video, and a conclusion that encourages viewers to subscribe. The more specific your prompt is, the better the final script will be. When ChatGPT finishes writing, don't immediately move on. Read the script from beginning to end. You'll often find little opportunities to improve it by making the wording sound more natural or adding your own personality. AI is an incredible assistant, but your personal touch is what makes your content stand out from everyone else's. After making any edits you want, we're ready to prepare the visuals. Instead of creating visuals one scene at a time, ask ChatGPT to divide the script into individual scenes. Then tell it to generate a detailed whiteboard animation prompt for every single scene. Each prompt should clearly describe what appears on screen, what actions are happening, what objects are visible, and how everything should be presented. The more detailed your prompts are, the better Google Flow AI can understand exactly what you're trying to create. By the time ChatGPT finishes, you'll have your complete script, a fully organized storyboard, and a set of detailed visual prompts ready for animation. Now we're ready to start generating the visuals. Now that we have our complete script and all of our visual prompts prepared, it's time to bring those ideas to life. Open Google Flow AI and start a new project. This is where all of your whiteboard animation scenes will be created. Instead of generating every scene manually, we're going to use the prompts that ChatGPT already prepared for us. Simply copy the visual prompts and paste them into Google Flow AI. Depending on how you've organized your prompts, you can generate multiple scenes in one session, which saves a huge amount of time compared to creating everything one by one. Once everything is ready, click Generate and let Google Flow AI do its work. Depending on the number of scenes you're creating, this process may take a few minutes, so don't worry if it doesn't finish instantly. When your videos are ready, go through every scene carefully. This is a step that many beginners skip, but it's extremely important. Watch every clip from beginning to end, and make sure it matches the narration in your script. If one scene doesn't quite look the way you imagined, simply adjust the prompt slightly and regenerate it. Sometimes changing just a few words can produce a much better result. Continue reviewing until you're satisfied with every scene. Once you're happy with the final results, download all of your animation clips to your computer and organize them in a single folder. Keeping your files organized now will make the editing process much easier later. With the visuals complete, it's time to create the voiceover. Copy your final script and open GenPro AI. Paste the script into the text box and browse through the available AI voices. Different voices work better for different types of content, so spend a few minutes listening to a few samples before making your decision. For educational videos, I usually recommend choosing a voice that sounds calm, confident, and easy to understand. A clear voice keeps viewers focused on the information rather than the narration itself. After selecting your preferred voice, generate the voiceover. Once it's finished, listen to the entire recording from beginning to end. Pay attention to pronunciation, pacing, and any words that may have been spoken incorrectly. If something doesn't sound right, make a small edit to the script and generate that section again. Taking a few extra minutes here can dramatically improve the overall quality of your video. When you're happy with the result, download the final audio file. If you'd like to use GenPro AI for your own projects, I'll leave the link in the description below so you can check it out. Now we have everything we need to finish the project. Open CapCut or whichever editing software you're most comfortable using. Create a new project and import your voiceover first. I always recommend placing the narration on the timeline before adding any visuals, because it becomes much easier to synchronize each scene with what's being said. After placing the narration on the timeline, begin adding your animation clips one at a time. Arrange every scene so it matches the corresponding section of the voiceover. Don't worry if some clips are slightly longer or shorter than the narration. You can trim, extend, or slightly adjust the playback speed to make everything fit naturally. As your timeline starts coming together, play the video from the beginning and watch it all the way through. This gives you a chance to catch awkward transitions, missing visuals, or scenes that stay on screen for too long. If you want to make your videos even more engaging, consider adding subtitles. Captions help viewers follow along more easily and can also improve watch time, especially for people watching without sound. You can also include light background music, but make sure the volume stays low enough that it doesn't compete with the narration. Simple transitions between scenes can make the video feel smoother, but don't overdo it. Clean and professional edits almost always perform better than flashy effects that distract viewers from the content. Once everything looks good, export your project in high quality. Before uploading to YouTube, watch the finished video one last time. What if the biggest investment opportunity isn't the famous company everyone is buying, but the one almost nobody notices? History has proven that the biggest headlines don't always create the biggest fortunes. Sometimes, the quietest businesses win. During the gold rush, most miners searched for gold. The merchants selling pickaxes and shovels made steady profits every single day. That same idea exists today. Every booming industry depends on businesses working quietly behind the scenes. The companies you recognize rely on suppliers, manufacturers, software providers, and infrastructure to keep everything running. A business serving one customer takes one big risk. A business serving an entire industry spreads that risk across many customers. We've seen this before with railroads, electricity, the internet, smartphones, and now artificial intelligence. Instead of asking who's going to win, ask who's helping everyone compete in the first place. The strongest businesses often sell essential products that every company needs, regardless If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another AI content creation tutorial. Also, let me know down in the comments what type of AI videos you'd like me to cover next. I read your comments regularly, and many of my future tutorials are inspired by your suggestions. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video.